Last call for passengers as the UK ends its travel corridor scheme, alarmed by new coronavirus variants emerging across the world. From Monday, all arrivals will have to self-isolate, but some scientists warn stricter checks are needed to ensure people are complying.
I think the system is very reliant on people following the rules. So in places like Australia and New Zealand, there are very tough restrictions. When you arrive, you have to stay in a hotel generally, and you're monitored in that hotel. In the UK, it basically relies on trust. So people declare they're quarantining, but once they arrive there, wherever they're staying, we have no idea if they're staying in that accommodation or not, or if they're out and about and mixing with people.
There are fears that a new or yet unknown variant of the virus might be resistant to vaccines, the government's main hope for a way out of the pandemic. The peak of hospital admissions is approaching, according to England's chief medical officer, but deaths will keep on climbing.
The peak of deaths, I fear, is in the future. The peak of hospitalisations in some parts of the country may be around about now and beginning to come off the very, very top, but at an incredibly high rate, and I cannot stress that enough.
The strain on hospitals has led the Scottish Government to tighten restrictions from Saturday, including a ban on collecting takeaways from inside restaurants. But some have questioned the impact these measures can have.
There's definitely things that have come through and made a lot of sense. I'm not really sure this one does in particular. We've got one bar operating as a takeaway venue at the moment, and that's doing probably about a tenth of what it would normally do in a normal given week. And that's obviously about to reduce a little bit more with the extra restrictions. As
the second wave batters the UK, authorities say things will likely improve in the spring, but any restrictions would be lifted gradually. Milena Veselinovic, Sky News.